The quiet power of frugality. Frugality isn't about skipping a latte. It's about building a lifestyle where every dollar has a purpose and nothing is wasted. In much of Asia, living modestly isn't a sacrifice, it's second nature. It's a mindset passed down through generations, rooted in resourcefulness, self-reliance, and valuing experiences over possessions. In a world that constantly markets, treat yourself, as self-care, we forget that true self-care is creating a life free from financial anxiety. It's having the flexibility to take opportunities without debt holding you back. The little habits: cooking at home, reusing what you already own, choosing health over consumerism, may seem small, but over time they compound into real freedom. This isn't about deprivation, it's about clarity. And in the next 6 sections, we'll break down the Asian-inspired frugal habits that can save you thousands every year, without feeling like you're missing out. Welcome to 86 Dawn Finance YouTube channel, where we break down the hidden mechanisms controlling your financial life. Let's break it all down. No fluff, just the truth. Section 1. Small habits shape expensive lifestyles. Most people underestimate how tiny daily indulgences quietly snowball into an expensive lifestyle. It's rarely just the coffee, it's the coffee, the pastry, the impulse buy on the walk home, and the Uber ride because you deserve it. According to research by the Federal Reserve and World Bank consumer spending data, small discretionary purchases, repeated frequently, can account for 15 to 20% of monthly expenses without people realizing it. In Asian cultures, frugality begins with awareness. It's not about denying yourself every pleasure. It's about breaking the autopilot loop of spending. By examining the chain of purchases that follow one harmless treat, you start to see the pattern. One habit triggers another, and soon it becomes part of your identity and routine. The key is intentional substitution. Instead of takeout coffee 5 times a week, enjoy it once as a deliberate treat and brew at home the rest of the time. Redirect the difference into savings or investments. Over a year, even modest changes can accumulate into hundreds or thousands in capital that can be deployed toward assets, not momentary cravings. Wealth doesn't leak away through one big decision. It evaporates through hundreds of small, unexamined ones. Section 2. Experiences over material gifts. Modern consumer culture has convinced us that love must be proven through things, wrapped boxes, limited editions, seasonal sales. Yet research from Cornell University's Department of Psychology shows that experiences create more lasting happiness than possessions. Because memories appreciate over time while material goods inevitably lose novelty. In many Asian households, special occasions are marked by time spent together, not money spent apart. A birthday might mean a long walk along the pier, a shared meal, or a family outing. Moments that deepen connection without straining finances. This isn't about being stingy. It's about removing the transactional pressure from relationships. By shifting the focus from buying to doing, you not only save money but also remove the mental burden of meeting commercialized expectations. You eliminate the cycle of buying out of obligation, only to watch items gather dust. Adopting this mindset means your budget isn't hijacked by the calendar. It stays aligned with what truly matters: connection, shared experiences, and a life uncluttered by unnecessary things. In the long run, it's not the price tag that people remember, it's how you made them feel. Section 3. The home-cooked advantage. Dining out is convenient, but it's one of the fastest ways to drain your budget. Data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the average household spends over $3.600 a year on food away from home, often double the cost of preparing the same meals at home. In contrast, home cooking gives you control over both cost and quality. In many Asian families, cooking at home isn't just about saving money, it's about cultural continuity. Meals are prepared with care, often in bulk, stretching ingredients across multiple dishes. Even during travel, some families bring essential cooking tools to avoid daily restaurant bills. This approach isn't about deprivation. It's about taking ownership of your nutrition and expenses. The financial gap is striking. A single dinner out for two might cost $50, while a home-cooked version with premium ingredients could be under $20. Multiply that saving across a year, and you have a surplus that can go toward investments or debt repayment. By making home cooking the default and dining out the exception, you reframe eating as an intentional act rather than an impulsive expense. In the long run, this habit strengthens both your health and your financial resilience. Section 4. Health as a built-in lifestyle, not a purchased one. Many people in high-income countries spend heavily on gym memberships, boutique fitness classes, and specialized equipment, often hundreds of dollars a month, to stay active. Yet studies from the World Health Organization show that the most physically active populations integrate movement naturally into daily life, rather than outsourcing it to paid facilities. In much of Asia, physical activity is woven into routines from a young age: morning stretches, walking or cycling instead of driving, hiking with friends and family on weekends, drinking herbal teas, and prioritizing fresh produce. These habits cost little or nothing, but they deliver long-term health benefits and reduce future medical expenses. By removing the need to buy fitness, you free yourself from recurring costs and reduce the risk of dropping out when motivation dips. A $100 a month gym membership becomes $1.200 a year. Money that could be redirected into a health savings account or invested for future security. Health-conscious living doesn't need to be packaged as a luxury. When wellness is embedded into your environment and daily habits, it becomes sustainable, cost-effective, and immune to marketing cycles. This is how you protect both your body and your bank account, without paying for access to either. Section 5. Repurposing as a financial skill. In a consumer-driven economy, it's easy to overlook the second life of the things we already own. Yet repurposing is one of the simplest, most effective ways to reduce waste and cut recurring costs. According to the United Nations Environment Program, reusing household items can reduce annual waste production by up to 30%, while directly lowering household expenses. In many Asian homes, glass jars, sturdy packaging, fabric scraps, and even kitchen byproducts like rice water are given new roles: storage containers, cleaning tools, craft supplies, or plant fertilizer. The guiding question is simple: can this serve another purpose before I throw it away? This habit compounds in value. Instead of buying specialty storage containers, you reuse jars from groceries. Instead of purchasing expensive cleaning cloths, you turn worn-out shirts into rags. These small decisions, repeated consistently, can save hundreds each year while reducing environmental impact. Repurposing is not about hoarding, it's about intentional utility. You keep what has clear, immediate use and release the rest. Over time, this mindset shifts you from being a passive consumer to an active resource manager, someone who extracts maximum value from every purchase. Section 6. Self-Reliance over outsourcing. We live in an era where almost any task can be outsourced, from cleaning to repairs to grooming. While convenient, this reliance comes at a steep cost. A 2023 HomeAdvisor report found that the average household spends over $4 annually on outsourced home services alone. Much of it for jobs that can be learned and completed with basic tools and a little time. In many Asian households, self-reliance is both a cultural value and a financial strategy. Cutting your own hair, handling minor home repairs, assembling furniture, And even grooming pets are seen as normal skills, not extraordinary feats. The rise of online tutorials and community workshops means these abilities are more accessible than ever. The savings are only part of the equation. Doing things yourself builds competence and confidence, reducing your dependence on external providers. It also gives you control over quality and timing. No waiting weeks for an appointment. No paying for work you could do better yourself. Self-reliance doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means identifying where you can competently replace spending with skill, turning money saved into capital for investments or future opportunities. In the long run, that independence is worth far more than the convenience you trade for it. Conclusion: frugality is freedom. Frugality, done right, isn't about deprivation. It's about design. It's the intentional creation of a lifestyle where your money works harder because you've removed waste, embraced self-reliance, and prioritized what truly matters. From curbing small spending habits to valuing experiences over possessions. From home cooking to integrated health. From repurposing to doing things yourself. Each habit builds not just savings, but resilience. According to OECD household data, consistent frugal behaviors can free up 10 to 20% of annual income for investment or debt repayment, accelerating long-term financial security. In a world where marketing pushes us to consume without pause, frugality is quiet resistance. It gives you the space to make choices from strength, not from urgency. Over time, the freedom to say yes to the right opportunities and no to financial pressure is worth far more than any luxury purchase. Frugality isn't the end goal. It's the foundation of lasting independence. Please note that 86 Dawn Finance does not offer advice on taxes, legal matters, investments, or finances. The content is intended solely for educational purposes and should not be considered professional advice. For personalized guidance, please consult your own qualified advisors. Although the information has been carefully researched and reviewed, it may not represent the latest legal or financial updates. Viewers are advised to confirm the accuracy and timeliness of the information, particularly before making any major financial or legal decisions. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and stay our 86 Dawn Finance channel.